Buenos días. Espero se encuentren bien. Disculpen si no les avisé con tiempo am, tocante a este cuento. Es que no pensaba hacerlo porque en cualquier minuto espero que lleguen a instalar unas cosas aquí, pero lo voy a hacer en corto y luego voy a subir un video que está conectado con el cuento que les voy a contar. So today I'm going to share an oral story, and then I'm going to upload a pre-recorded video that I have that connects to this story. I apologize for no notice, but I'm hoping that even if you are not on right now, you can watch it later. I'm just hoping that the serious people that are coming in don't come now. They have a window between 10 and 2, I think. That's why I didn't want to do it. But I went ahead and thought I would do it before they got here. So the story I'm going to tell you, I've entitled, it's in my memoir. I've entitled it The Food Stamp Christmas Tree. El cuento que les voy a contar es un cuento de cuando yo me fui de Igle Pass y nos fuimos a Illinois con esperanza de trabajar. El trabajo no llegó, se vino el invierno y estábamos en medio de una nieve como nunca que se ve en Illinois, sin trabajo y necesitados. So I'm going to do this story first in English, so it's not so confusing, and then I will do it in Spanish for you. And if I don't have time, I'll upload it. So when I left my mom in Eagle Pass, I was pregnant with my first baby. Santos and I left because there was promise of more work and better paying jobs, so we left with an uncle. So we went to Illinois, driving a 56 Chevy that the uncle wanted Santos to drive up for him and promised him a good job. So when we got there, we stayed with some friends until we got an apartment because we were hopeful that we would get a job soon because there was the John Deere factories, the International Harvester factories, foundries, I guess they called them, and they would hire people and they paid good money. So when we got there, we stayed for a couple months with our friend Sandra and her husband Juan. And then we got this little apartment, an upstairs apartment that had a teeny little living room that had a pull-out couch that was the bed, and a tiny kitchen and a hall bathroom that we had to share with the rest of the tenants in the building. So we had friends there, so it was nice to visit and go to Thanksgiving and visit and share stories and learn and hear how they had these good paying jobs that we were hoping Santos would soon would get one. Well, the time passed, the snow came, and the snow came like I've never seen. When I first saw the snow, I was in awe when I was expecting my Angie. We went to the grocery store, and we didn't have any money at the time. So when I went to the grocery store, since the job didn't come and I was expecting, we went and applied for government assistance. So I applied for the WIC program, which provided milk and other milk products, and then we also applied for food stamps. So when I would go to the grocery store, I would get in line. They would give you packets like checks that you would rip off with dollar amounts. And I was embarrassed because people that were behind me would be staring and whispering, and I felt bad that we had to depend on the government, but we didn't have a choice. There was no work. We I was expecting, and so we applied and we got it. So when I paid, I ripped the dollars off, hoping that I could do it quickly because I was, like I say, I wasn't proud of that. And then when they gave me the change, I realized that when I spent, like, I don't know, $40 and some cents, they would give me coins back, money back, real money in change. And then I realized that when I bought groceries, I could get some real money. And then I remembered that outside when I came in, there were some Christmas trees. And, well, we couldn't afford a Christmas tree because there was no money. But I went outside and I eyed this little tiny tree that was, I don't know, about a foot and a half, 2 feet big or tall. And I told Santos, look, I want a Christmas tree for us. It's going to be our first Christmas together. And I want one for us and the baby. And Santos just smiled and we went home. And then when we kept coming back to the grocery store, I realized I knew that they would give me change. So I purposely got bought enough stuff that went over just a couple of cents from the dollar, like maybe $50 or and 5 cents or 10 cents. So that way they would give me 95 cents back in change. So each time I got change, they would I would put it away and save it. So I saved and saved all through the beginning of December. Each time I went to the store, until I finally collected $10 in change. And then I went and I saw the little tree that I knew cost $10. So I went outside with Santos and I told him, let's buy the tree. I have enough money. So we went and I picked it out and we brought it home. And and I was really happy that I had the tree. But before I went out of the grocery store, I knew I was going to be able to buy this little tree. So with my food stamps, I would buy um, I would buy candy that was like this, that was wrapped, the Santas and the snowmen and the little balls like esferitas. I don't know if you could see them. So what I did is I took the the little hooks and I hooked them up and I thought I would put them on my Christmas tree. Then I bought popcorns and cranberry. So when I went outside, I was holding on to the cart, and before we got in the car, snow began to fall. It was so beautiful. I've never seen snow like that because in Texas it doesn't snow that much, and if it does, it's just really cold and a few flakes. But these were huge, beautiful snowflakes that fell on my head and on my eyelashes, and I looked up against the light that was outside, and it looked so wonderful, so beautiful. I was in awe that I smiled up, opened my mouth, and one landed on my mouth, on my lips, and then I brushed them off of my eyelashes. It was just so beautiful. And then we hurried over to the tree lot, and I picked out my little Christmas tree. So when I got home, I quickly started popping the popcorn that I bought, let it cool, threaded a needle, and then started threading a pattern of maybe three pieces of corn and a cranberry, 3 pieces of corn and a cranberry. It took longer than I thought, but it kept me busy because I was home and I had nothing to do but take care of the house, cook, because I could not work. I was expecting. Um, And that was the month of December, and I was due to have my baby in February, the beginning of February. So I went ahead and I dressed up that little tree. It was so beautiful by the time I was done, that because we couldn't afford one. In my memoir, I got a chapter in there explaining how it was and how hard it was for us when there wasn't enough food, and churches would come and bring us food baskets, and the neighbor downstairs crocheted a baby blanket for me, and we made it through the harsh winter. And then my husband finally got a job, and we were able to be fine after that. But I always remember this little Christmas tree, and because even though we didn't have a lot of presents, we had the little tree, and I made the best of it with what little we had in that little apartment. And so I was always grateful that I was able to have a Christmas tree for my family, myself, my husband Santos, and my new baby. And when I finally could afford to put little lights on it, I was thrilled to just look at it and enjoy it. And so that's how I had my first little Christmas tree. Now every year since then, for a few years, not all the time, but now for I don't know how many years now, I put up a small Christmas tree, and I buy these candies, like I told you, and I decorate this tree, which I want you to see. And I remember and am thankful for that first Christmas. If you can see the tree, let me bring it close. So, this is the Christmas tree with the hanging chocolates. I haven't strung the popcorn yet, but I will. And here I have ornaments on the bottom, because I'm going to show you another tree that I now have that has ornaments to remember each year. For example, for when my granddaughter graduated and my other grandkids, I have a graduation ornament to remember them by. When I went to take care of my granddaughter when she was born, I have this grandma time. It's a sweet time. I need to get a baby picture of that. When I went to the Great Wall of China in China, I got this one. So there's ornaments to remember each special event for that year. Now this year, I have not I have not bought ornaments because of course I have been able to go out and shop. But but I hope that I can somehow make it just as special. I still got to put up our big Christmas tree. I've been putting up some of my decorations slowly because I don't have my grandkids coming in my house. My little elves, they're going to come and help me tomorrow to do the outside. And I'll see how I can get the big tree up. But you'll get to see this tree when I upload it to share it again, so you can see it. But I just wanted to share this story about my um, food stamp Christmas tree. I also want to tell you ahead of time that I have these gingerbread houses that I am going to be doing with you. I have, I don't know, about 20, 30 of these boxes because I buy them. I buy them on sale after Christmas. And then last year I had neighbor kids come. I had neighbor kids come, and we had a gingerbread house workshop that I can't do this year, but I am going to give them away. So if you live close to me here in Brighton or close, and you want one, you're welcome to call me, email me, message me, and I will give some away. I know I'm going to give them away to neighbors and people I know, some of my grandkids, if they. But I have a stack of them that I will give away. So anyway, I am going to stop this, upload the Christmas tree video so you can watch it. And then I will do this in Spanish next. Okay? So I hope you're having a safe and happy December, getting ready to spend Christmas at home and doing the best we can to enjoy it and treasure family and all the blessings that we have. Okay, so thank you. I will end this video and I will see you in a little bit as soon as I upload this other video, and then I will do this in Spanish. Ahorita regreso a hacer este cuento en español, pero les voy a subir un video donde está la tradición de cómo yo hago mi pino de hoy en día, para si quieren empezar esa tradición, si no lo han hecho, pues les invito. Es algo que a mí se me hace muy especial. Bueno, cuídense, los veo al ratito y regreso con este cuento en español. Ok, cuídense, bye.